And boys and girls, and welcome back to another exciting night of Giggity Racing Season 4.5. As always, if you hear my voice, you know it's a Wednesday night. We're doing some Cup stuff tonight, both preset and customs at Dover. And up here in the booth joining me, a great team of the one and only Keystone Cowboy. There it is, Mr. K Taddy.
What's up, y'all?
And we do have an in-race reporter who is going to be on Do Not Allow tonight, and that is
Do not
Mr.
always allow.
Yeah, Do Not Always Allow.
Just always sometimes, right?
Yeah, just always sometimes, and that is Dark Humor. So thank you, Dark Humor. We do appreciate that. I know how difficult it is to do focus on that, but you won't be able to hear the in-race reporter tonight. But yes, K Taddy, Keystone, myself, we're in for a good race tonight, guys. Always a good time with the Cup guys.
Accepting that.
All right.
We're jumping right in. We're accepting. Qualifying's over. Jake Drew sitting on the pole.
With UK Wildcats on the outside.
Mm.
Nothing like
That'll be
having
a
a
good
team
battle.
front row.
Yeah, so the teammates, let's see how this works out for them. Presets, so again, everybody's going to be, depending upon what their preset is, you know, this track loves to eat tires, Taddy, so you got to take that into consideration on these long runs we'll see.
I think that I know what Slider Jake's probably running. We have a Slider Jake here in Giggity Racing.
Slider 4.5.
Yeah, exactly. So that's clearly got to be the right one. You know, wow, a lot of extra people in here watching this race.
Yeah, probably a spotting or stuff like that, or just watching from a different angle too. We will go, once we get loaded in, do some racing tonight, but we cannot forget, Mr. Keystone, you have dubbed us a new view, so we'll be doing some boom vision tonight, buddy, man. That's an honor. You dubbed it that. That's all you, man.
I didn't dub it nothing.
We dubbed it. You used it. We dubbed it.
So we'll just go boom vision right off the rack here and watch these guys go through 1 and 2. Jake's still out front going 2 wide. Didn't see anybody hit the wall. Everybody trying to be patient right there. Good moves as they go into the bridge.
Clean first lap there so far.
Yeah, that was really good.
I was hoping at least one would hit that. No, I'm just kidding. We had a few misqualifying. We got Spanker in the 9. The Pendle back here and whatever car Pendle drives here. Trying to figure that out. No shift Pendle in the 17 as well as Alex Ned in the 13. He actually, I didn't know I was waiting on him, but I was, and he ended up joining after Pendle. So those three starting in the rear for sure. But the whole field right now following that 14 Ford Mustang Office Depot, Mobile One, whatever, of Jake Giroux, X24 Team Noco out in the lead.
There we were just talking about it right there. Cars touching that turn 2 wall, and that appears to be the one and only Blakey T as we've seen that. Sorry to interrupt you guys.
What's he doing on the high side?
Yeah, I know, right? Not running that Blakey T line, that's inappropriate for him.
Shame on him. But one thing I am anxious to see this season throughout the preset Cup Series is the battles that we're going to see between probably Jake and Private, aka the General Patton.
And UK too. A lot of these guys out there do have a lot of talent. Don't take away from them too. I think Jake's going to have his hands full as that green car hits the wall coming down the straightaway right there.
Yeah, these two are some of the drivers that I know. So this is preset racing, and one of the biggest differences with preset racing and the custom racing is the amount of time that you have to be on the game to be able to put in work and practice setups. However, some people still choose, even with all the time in the world on their hands, where they can, I don't want to say it like that, but where they have a lot of time to be able to work on their setups. Like Jake, he's always on here, he's always working on his setups, even though he's running preset. A lot of these guys are some of the fastest in the game, but they just don't have the time to work on those setups, so they run presets. So you're definitely seeing the difference there with Jake and Private Patton, aka the General, up here sitting first and second. The amount of time they have to work on these cars and practice these tracks.
And guys, going into this race, we did eclipse that 500 mark. We lost a couple people the other night. We'd like to say what's up to Crystal Finn. She said, "Woohoo! Subscriber number 500, Crystal Finn out there."
All right.
Thank you.
So we are back up to that elusive 500 mark. Oh,
Crystal
Robbie!
I can't say I've ever heard of you. Who are you possibly out there rooting for? Crystal Finn, looking to everybody else. I think I know who you guys are going for. Your own team drivers. Alex Ned, we're seeing on the screen right now, going under the 9 of Spenker, who started in the rear. Both those cars started in the rear.
UK's falling back to third, too, right there, as he started on that outside position.
Yeah, Mr. Road Course himself coming up in that 19 Hunty Wild.
Yes.
He's moved up into 4th. I'm not so sure where he started, but definitely a good run for him. But he's all over the 4 of UK Wildcats. Also noticing while the 2 of them have been nose to tail for these last few laps, they're catching that 21 of the General Patton.
Yeah, Hunty definitely put it on everybody's Sunday at the Canadian Motorsports Park race that we did. And again, one more time, thank you, Taddy and Boomhauer and everybody who raced. It was a lot of fun. I know, again, I was having a little technical difficulties, but just to have all you guys out there, that was one a hell of a fun time. But so yeah, Hunty, he put the fingers out the window there and said deuces, and he.
Out the finger.
Would you always have to correct me? Do you always have to correct me?
Of course I do.
I mean, we have to give, we can't do subtitles here, and you and Mr. Serenity tend to need them frequently, so that's what corrections are for.
Yeah. Hell, she said she's an archangel, so she's got to root for, as we know, now call them temporary downshift, but we call them no-shift Pendle, so there you go.
There's the K. Larson. The next race will be the K. Larson 200 at Dover for the custom setup, so big shout out to Kay Larson. We'll get a little bit more in depth on that when we get to the Custom Cup race, but definitely good to see you out here watching this race, Larson.
What up, buddy, Kay Larson? It's been a while since I've got to pop off some guns with you, man, and just got informed of everything that's going on tonight. And again, thoughts and prayers with you, and we'll get into that here in just a little bit for the second race. But let's not forget about these preset guys here up at Dozer, trying to click through the field, give everybody some good angles, and look at all the battles.
Yeah, we're definitely not at Dozer. We are at Dover, Delaware.
Oh my God! I'm gonna have to put my teeth in for broadcast now.
Breaking news by Toko Noko. What's that breaking news, bub?
Uh-oh. What is it? He changed his name from Money Mike to Magic Mike.
Oh, no, this is actual Noko. Oh, breaking news. Everyone's turning left, sponsored by Back Alley Bakery. I thought that was the sponsor on the 14 car. I did not realize that he's also the sponsor of the race, or Back Alley Bakery is the sponsor of the race, so definitely fake news, NRG said.
I'm still waiting on my donuts and my bear claws there, Noko.
I'm still waiting on NRG to get famous so he can start giving me some money. I am his dad. I would love to have a new house.
Well, he's gonna have to buy everybody.
Pay back all that allowance. Oh, Tackleberry
scrapes
scrapes the wall coming out of the turn 4 right there. Again, you guys got to be, as these cars fade away here, you know how difficult it is to try to hold on to everything.
Yeah, I'm riding up front here. With the 21 car, this 4-car breakaway that we've seen, and Jake had looked to me about 3-second lead. The 4 of UK Wildcats has now caught that 21. Those guys are pretty well nose to tail, but don't look now. But they're only about 2.5 to 3 car lengths behind that 14 car. So definitely, I don't know if the 14's falling off as we get later into this run, or if those guys are just the draft picking them up.
I apologize laughing there, but Noko's comment.
Yeah, that one. Coco, Back Alley Bakery. It's a little combination of both there.
I always do the white flag presented by the Back Alley Bakery.
Yeah, but this race is the Coco 200. For all your whenever you want to feel known. RJ Smitty out there couldn't make the race because he had no internet, but fortunately he must have some service with his cell phone.
Why didn't he use hotspot then?
Yeah,
at least start the race.
Yeah, you could have started until your Wi-Fi kicked on, and then you could have kept going. Start and park there, Smitty. Hello, Captain.
Poor car right there on the back of the 21 of Private Patton. So these guys up here could put on a good battle. UK right there with them too. Oh, Jake gets way loose right there. Hold on to it. That's going to let that 21 suck right up onto his rear bumper. It's Mustang on Mustang on Mustang crime for the top 3.
Oh, that must burn your gears to be able to say that. Yeah, that's really tricky.
It grinds my gears.
When somebody, you can't use that phrase. That's catchphrase. That's
not Pat. Yeah, well, no rights. Sorry. Yeah, it burns my gears.
For that phrase. So What's really tricky though, when the 14 got loose, he saved it. He didn't go down, he didn't hit the wall. It didn't look like he lost a whole lot of time. And so for the Patton to have gotten around him, that actually puts him in a tough spot because as you're noticing on every corner, these guys are using that bottom, maybe drifting up, a half a car length. That is the faster way around this track. So to make a move on somebody that got loose, you have to go to the outside. And a lot of times here at Dover, especially with these worn tires, you're going to get loose and spin out, or you just won't be able to get that run off, and the person on the bottom will still hold on to that position.
Noko said Smitty's loss of connection brought to you by severe weather.
Noko's on it tonight. He's on one tonight.
Well,
Jake in the wall.
And that's going to give Private Pat that opportunity. And UK, they're going to say thanks for that.
But he ain't down and out just yet as that 14 car tries to make a run on the inside.
And let's get on board with Hunty sitting in that fourth position. Can he make up ground on Juice 3 right now? 3 would have been that's Blakey.
Yep. 3 is Blakey T.
Oh, this just in, Noko, apologies, you were wrong. That is just the Smitty household. Has nothing good going for them, brought to you by the Minnesota Vikings. Back to the Daryl Patton at 21 is our leader, followed by UK Wildcats, Jake Giroux, the 19 of Hunty Wild. And on this screen, I see no other cars, so man, are they putting on a blistering pace up here in the top. I'm going to scroll through a little bit further back. I'm watching the 48 of Dark Humor. He is our in-race reporter.
I'm thinking
you guys
it
not
is
hear him.
the 20 of Wildcard Cody sitting in 5th.
Yeah, so I'm watching back here. Alex Ned, he's getting loose on exit.
I was just going to say Alex
Tech Pelt got really loose on exit. Dark Humor trying to go to the outside. I spoke about this. It's really, really hard. Oh, Alex.
Oh, slide job almost.
He's able to get down. Little contact is made. 13 into the wall. 48 gets the position. The 3 behind them gets a little loose on exit. Tech Pelt drifts up. Here comes Spenker, try to capitalize and get both positions. Good racing back here. A little bit loose. Keep in mind, they have yet to be able to pit in qualifying. They got their lap times because they were able to pit and get those laps. Now that we're in the race without a caution or a green flag pit stop yet, these guys are running the original slider with no adjustments whatsoever. So these cars are hard to handle as it gets further and further into this run.
Absolutely.
Now, Taddy, let's dive into something real quick, too, for Season 4.5. Each race is going to have different tire wear and different characteristics between cautions and no cautions to stages and everything. And again, remind everybody that that is for testing purposes for next year.
Last week at Daytona, we ran a ×3 race. Contact
3
to the 3 and the 9, 9 to the inside wall. 42 gets by, he drops down below the 3. Sorry to cut myself off there. But yeah, the ×3 wear we ran at Daytona.
Rude.
We're running ×2 wear tonight here at Dover, so it's not as drastic. They won't have to pit as frequently. However, next week, you're going to see lots and lots of pit stops as it's a ×4 wear at a road course. They're only going to be able to run 2 to 3 laps before they're going to have to pit. Now, as you said, as a test session, this is season 4.5. It's not season 4. It's not season 5. It's kind of an in-between as we try to figure out and make sure that the after this newer draft, the drivers belong where they are.
All right, we got green flag pit stops, the 48 and the 13, making their way down.
We see a bunch of takers now. I'm going to scroll back to the leaders. So we want to make sure the drivers are where they belong, first and foremost. And one of the best ways, here in the Cup Series, can they get onto pit road without wrecking? When they get off pit road, are they going to be able to hold their line? Here in the broadcast and or some personal streams, you only ever get to see 1 or 2 people. You get them to pit more frequently with a ×4 wear. You can really tell and justify who can do that well, and or maybe they need to be down another series with other people that struggle. We want to give everyone the best opportunity they can to win, as well as we want to find out what type of racing suits the viewers the best. Is it the ×4 wear that we're getting people to like the racing? Is it the ×3, ×2, even a ×1 race? Everything we're doing right now is we're trying to test and see what's going to put both the best drivers in the series that you're watching, as well as put on the best show that keeps people racing side by side, best action for the viewers at home.
All right, so after that storybook explanation.
Yeah, that took me 9.5 months, I believe.
Yeah, you sound like Plant right there.
Well, I mean, he taught me how to do novels, so I was just...
Yeah.
RKM said you're going to be into for something in a once-in-a-lifetime surprise come into the custom race. I already know, buddy, and I can't wait. I cannot wait. Philip Brown, we knew him as Arch out there. He's got himself a friend. Again, she said she's an Archangel fan. Maybe we need to get get her to a doctor real quick. Don't know why anybody would want to be an Arch fan. I'm just kidding. Love you, buddy.
3 wide, the 3, the 48, and the 42. They get by the 42, but then the 3 gets in the 48, 48 into the wall. He loses 3 positions there.
As the 42 slots back up, here goes the 48 again. As the 13 gets around the 2 car.
Oh, Jake's on new tires. I mean, excuse me, the 13 of Alex Nitt is on new tires. I saw him go down pit lane, so he does have an advantage on these guys right now.
As is the 48. It looks like the 2, however, is on the older tires, as well as the 3 and the 42. So that's the difference between these new tires. I don't know. I'm assuming, Dark Humor, where are we sitting on a lap count? I'm assuming you're probably 2 laps down.
No shift Pendle coming down pit lane.
How many laps in the stage? 33:59, so we have about 25 laps, 23, 24 laps to go.
So I'm assuming the stages will be broke down 60, 60, and 80, seeing how this is a
Jake almost misses pit lane, and UK gets underneath him. Will that be detrimental to it?
Loose trying to get on pit road. I saw that. I was on your car, Dark. Holy cow. Not sure how you're feeling right now, but that made me pucker up a little bit.
Ooh, the pucker factor has hit the Giggity Racing League.
Oh, it does get when you see cars on that apron coming back up the track on the. Oh yeah.
There we go. So we're seeing Patton come off, and he was up there running in that top group as we see the UK and Jake coming down there too. So he's going to get out right in front of these guys. Is that going to make a difference for the lead? We're going to see how everything pans out tonight.
Yeah, I'm actually one of the things that I was talking about last week in Daytona, when you do these pit stops, when you're the last car to pit, you tend to lose time on the track, because we just seen Hunty and Patton go around both UK and Jake, and the reason that they lose time is because the other car's already up speed usually. The other negative is they've had a lap or 2 at the higher rate of speed, so they're able to get the pass. However, once the cycle's through completely towards the end of the run, expect to see the 4 and the 14 up there. They're going to have the fresher tires. Might it be only a lap or 2?
That's
and real quick,
need.
Dark, when you get a clean second, I know again you're driving. Can you tell us who the leader is in your little corner down there in the left?
Hunty Wild with the General Patton all over his 6. Patton to the inside looking to make the move. No contact is made. 19 does not hit the wall. 21, 19 side by side entering 3. 21 has the preferred lane, gets about a door length ahead, clears the 19 car as they come off of 4. That might have been off.
A little bit off rub. Yeah,
that was definitely off too. I'm a dummy.
Hey, I'm a dummy.
The 21 is taking the lead after turning left on the track.
Brought to you by Backyard Bakeries.
That lead change brought to you by. So the 21 with his pit strategy, again. So, but the 4 and 14 have 1 lap fresher tires. But we saw Patton last year in the All Stars, that All Star week, put on one hell of a showing all week. So we know that he's got the talent and has the knowledge to be up here in these preset Cup guys. So will that 1 lap and that extra lead, will that benefit him?
Yeah, so, hey, Puddin', you keep scrolling through the cars, but as we're getting down here with a little less than 20 to go here in Stage 1, I'm thinking about a ride around for a lap or 2 with a few of these guys in what we call the Giggity Rev It Up.
Oh.
All right. You'll have to do it on yours. I put it all in mine, so.
Too loud, Teddy. You're cutting in and out.
Oh. Is that better?
Yes.
Ooh. All right. That was the Giggity Rev It Up, as we should be coming to about 15 laps to go now.
I love it. I love that sound. So everybody
It is
knows every
nice.
place I've missed races by just a week or two. I can't wait to hear that sound in real life again. Smell the fuel and the excitement, the atmosphere that a race provides.
Well, here in the next few weeks, I'm gonna have to buy me a RV or something and change my address to my RV, because Talladega, they're allowing 5,000 fans, but only if you live 150 miles within the track. I'm approximately 203 miles away, so I'm gonna have to buy me an RV and move about 50 miles closer to the track. That way, I can buy my ticket.
There you go. Now that's getting ingenuitive.
Yes. That wasn't my idea, by the way. I think that was Cola's idea.
UK Wildcats up here is giving the leader a fit to get by. As I say that, of course, the 20 goes to the outside, the 21 does get by. But
That's
that was
not
a good
UK.
3 or 4
UK's in the
laps.
4.
I don't know why I said UK. The wild card coyote was in the 20 trying to give him a hard time. I don't know why I said that. But I have noticed that 21 car has put an insurmountable gap on that 19.
Yes.
I don't know if the 19 maybe took just right sides only, or if the 21's adjustments are just that good. Trying to scroll back and see where the 4 and the 14 are. As we know, they pitted shortly after and will have the fresher tires. But either something amiss on that 19 or the 21 setup after pitting is remarkable.
Yeah, because he's put about a half a lap almost on the 19, and there's probably about another quarter of a lap back to the 14 and the 4.
Yeah, but I'm watching, and this 14 and the 4, they're definitely catching the 19. When I swapped over to him about 3-4 laps ago, I couldn't see the 19, and he's starting to appear as they get ready to enter the corners. I can see that 19 car up front. So there's definitely something amiss on that 19 on Too Wild. Maybe the next pit stop at the stage break, he'll be able to correct that. Dark Humor, can you give me a lap count? Are you on the lead lap again? Okay, Dark Humor 48 car is on the lead lap. So
24 viewers too, by the way. Go ahead.
10 laps to go right now. So we're into the final 10 as the General Patton has now put the 6-car lap down of Tackleberry.
I see a Captain Jack out there, the self-proclaimed fastest guy in Giggity Racing. Andale. Great to see him out there. He says Private Patton's going to win this one. And I see a From the Back out there, too. So, and obviously the Bear family. And, well, I can't see the other one because his name is muted, so I don't know who that is. But we probably have a good idea who it is.
I think you're going to hear him in the next race as he will be a commentator for the Custom Cup race tonight.
Oh my god! Sorry guys, I just got a text message. We gotta keep up with this. I'm not gonna be distracted like that anymore. Oh, the old Keystone Cowboy definitely knows how to brighten my day.
As it looks like the 2 and the 42 are about to go a lap down here. So how many laps did you say we're in a stage?
I think they're down to about 7, but if I'm the 2 car right now, I'm putting up a fit. Usually you pull over and let the leader go, just as the 2 does now, but I would not have done that. I would have put up a fit and made it.
Well, if he can catch, as long as he can catch the 42, or if the 42 can stay on the lead lap.
Right, and that's my concern. I would have probably fought a lot harder, and that way, even if you held the 21 up for 4 or 5 laps, it looks like the 21's gonna probably win this stage. Ooh, the 9 spin.
Oh, there's a caution out right before the stage end.
Oh, an RJ Smitty driver ends up with a late caution as we get ready to end stage 1. I would assume this to be a 2-lap shootout to end stage 1.
Do you pit now so you don't have to for the stage, since it is 2 laps?
If I'm a leader, I'm going to do whatever I can see other people are doing. You know, it does pop up and tell you. However, personally, I would probably try to stay out, if possible, to keep the track position, because the top 5 do get stage points. If I'm in the back of the pack, you know, the 9 car that just spun, the 42 maybe, that's almost a lap down, I'm going to pit right now. The 2, definitely, because he's the lucky dog. But I might pit right now and then stay out at the stage break to try to get that track position and see how I can do up front. 11 cars on the lead lap if you include V2.
Blakey T and Private Patton going to lead us down as we rack them and stack them here at Dover, preset Cup style.
3 to go. So this is a 3-lap shootout. I don't know if the 3 pitted or if he just took right sides, but I was told everybody took a wave around. So in order to get a wave around, all leaders must have pitted.
Yep, and it looks like that high line momentum.
No shift pendle.
The high line momentum was able to get her to 21 back to the lead. Go ahead, Teddy.
I'm thinking that 3 car took right sides only, got himself what he needed here. I don't.
Jake
that's
hits
an
a wall.
interesting strategy with 3 to go, but definitely could have given a top 5 to get some stage points.
Oh, as he gets a little bit
4
loose, so
wide.
stacking up as he's on the apron. He was able to save it and not spin though, so.
3 car, they come 3 wide, don't hit the
Oh,
wall.
they're
Blakey
beating
T gets
banging.
loose. Oh, that is the
Positive
9, and the 9 is upside down, hard contact. If that brings out a caution, that brings out the end of the stage. I'm trying to get back there. He was flipping in the
This should be the
background.
last lap anyway, so
So
yeah.
wow, Spanker. I hate to say this, but got spanked.
His name is Spanker.
Spanker.
I said
Spanker.
that. You know what? I've had this discussion with him.
Not
You
A.
can't say Spanker got spanked. It's Spanker got.
Spanker.
Yeah. It's like
it-
what puckers up, but
Yeah.
with his hair.
No, it's not sphincter either, Taddy.
I didn't know if you could say that word on.
No wonder everybody
it's a
says that
muscle.
we sound like we're a married couple up in the booth, all of us.
Dark humor.
It's a muscle.
If you got the screenshot as soon as you do your pit adjustments and all that stuff, try to send it to me on the PSN as quickly as possible. If you have time. If you don't have time, that's fine as well.
I just realized how funny that was, Puddin'. Sorry. Napa fan apparently was the one who got it into the 9 car, as he just apologized in the cup chat. So,
And I see Robbie out there tonight. We've been above the 500 mark, went back below it, and again, somebody else tonight eclipsed that. So, hey, Robbie.
Napa fan with some strategy.
Napa fan right there, and Dark Hume, our in-race reporter, going to lead them down as we're racking them and stacking them here. And stage 2, that 2 car
No, we're
starting to pull
stacking
away.
and racing. Oh,
Stacking
3
racing,
car.
that's right. Mallbear 21 makes a move to the inside, trying to see if anybody back there. It looks like they got through their claim. Didn't see anybody hitting, but I wasn't on that camera too. Oh,
24
Dark
to
Hume
9
with a
into 3.
great run on that 2 car though. Great drive into 3 and 4 for the 48. This lap of Boom Vision brought to you by Back Alley Bakeries. I mean, Blakey T's got a line named after him. Why can't you have a camera named after you?
You're a turd.
Just giving it
that's
back.
17 of Pendle gets around Wildcats. Coming through turn 4.
Trying to get back there. There
Here
it is.
comes the 42. And the 14 look like they're going to make a run on the inside. So maybe a wrong adjustment by Wildcats. It's not like this. Oh, Jake catches that apron again. He's going to have to be careful. That's about the second or third time we've seen him catch that apron tonight. Looks like he's just diving it in just a little bit too much.
And as a preset driver too, the adjustments you make in pit lane, the car may not like rate off of the first couple rips, but at the same time that it can come back, come in for the long run. So let's see how that pans out.
Pink sprinkles, Noco. Pink sprinkles. Get it right.
I'm at the doorway. I'm not by the computers. We're watching the 17
He
right
just said
there.
a turd rolled in rolled in sprinkles. That's all.
No shift in Hunty Wild back here. The 17 and 19 having a great little battle. Can they keep up with that 21 of Patton? He's in third. That is a battle for fourth and
credit
fifth.
for the 2 and the 48 both. Their pit adjustments, the strategy they played at the end of that stage, getting up to the front, they're still able to hold it on. They've got that 21 in their mirror, but they're still there right now.
I would not want to see that 21 in my mirror at any point in time in this race.
As the 48 makes a run on the inside of the 2. We all know Jimmy Johnson. He's got, 11 wins at Dover, as Noco was talking about Monday night, so this car knows where victory lane is. Oh, Napa fan getting a little bit loose, cuts down in front of Wildcats, a little bit slows him down, not much, as Wildcats moves him up the track with a little bit of a nudge.
keeping our eye on the battle for the lead right now. The top 5 right there with them. So
Under
let's see
a
how.
blanket.
Yeah, you can literally.
As here comes Wildcard Coyote trying to make a run on the inside of the 4 car, but it looks like that high line momentum that Wildcats had was able to keep him in that position for now.
No, Mall Bear, I'm not going to ever let you live that down. That is a new patented trademark by you. That is all you, Miss Bear.
By Q,
I said
who's Q?
Mm-hmm. We're gonna don't make me run Boom Vision for the rest of this race. That'll bore everybody.
There's a couple of people who might not like that, as we see Napa fan on pit road right now.
Coke FN out there, he says, "Hello, ladies."
It's been a long time. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
the way that you said that, it just instantly made me think of Conway.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, but it was "Hello, darling," just to get you right there, buddy.
I know that. I'm not,
Yeah, we'll just leave that. That's a classic song. We'll just leave that right there to Conway. No rights to music.
Makes their way around. It looks like the 14 of Jake making his way back up to the front, back up in 3rd, followed by Dark Humor and Honey is on the inside.
Jake, obviously a champion from last year, champion a couple times over for Team NOCO, very competitive driver, but I think he's going to have his hands full with the talent that we have here in these preset cup guys.
Yeah, I mean, he is a 3-time champion in Giggity, as he won the preset and custom Xfinity series in Season 3 and the preset cup in Season 4, so he's definitely the one that needs to be dethroned.
There's a lot of people out there that are gunning for that, you know. He's got a target on his back, but...
And yes, a little bit off, just mentioned it. Pendle has literally gone from the back all the way up to 2nd, so he's definitely got that car dialed in tonight. A lot better than Ricky Stenhouse ever did, that's for sure.
Just keep an eye on him. He might be shifting downwards sometime here, right?
Great battle back here between Dark Humor, Hunty Wild, the 20 car,
Wildcard Cody
and UK
and Wildcats. Yeah.
Yep. Great battle.
Like I said, I mean, props, to the 2 car to keeping it up front as long as he did, and the 48 because he's still up here running. What is that? 5th right now? Yeah. So I mean, definitely pitch strategy, and it looks like it's playing off at the moment.
UK with an outside pass on the 20 of wild card right there.
Yeah, man. A lot of people don't see Dover as a highline momentum track, but if you time the exit of it, is that the 9 car or the 3 car? That looks to be the 3 car back. No, is that the 9? I can't tell. He's battling with the 42. Oh no, it's a white and blue car. There's a lot of those tonight. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm especially trying to learn everybody's paint schemes again in the off season. Changed a little bit.
It is the 9 car. So the 9 and the 42, they've been having some pretty good battles tonight. They've been back and forth all race long. Sorry to cut you off, Puddin'. You were talking too much.
Oh, no.
Anyway.
Yeah, yep, I was. I know I was. Go ahead. Everybody knows I don't like downtime, though.
Downtime? What's downtime? Oh, I forgot. Yeah, never mind. Sorry. I know. I'm going to be quiet. Yes, it is. So it'll be 57 laps. Yep. Because of the caution laps in between the 2 stages, that's why that gets shortened. I know it sounds like I'm talking to myself, but I'm really not, y'all. Talking to our RRR.
He's talking to himself.
Yeah. Yes. Even though the stages are broke down, like you see on TV, say this race is 200 laps. The stages are 60, 60, and 80. The first stage only being 59 laps. The second stage only being 57. Those 3 laps are for the caution laps, which there's probably going to be 2 or 3 laps in between 2 and 3 as well. So therefore, instead of it being 80 laps, it's probably going to be, I'd say, 77 to 78 laps.
And I just jumped on board with the 14 of Jake DeBrew. He's got Pendle right in front of him. The leader is still Patton. Oh, he scrapes that wall just a little bit too. So It's not very often you see cars in front of Jake that aren't a lap down, but again, these guys putting up a challenge.
No kidding. I do have to say though, y'all, we got 20 viewers and over 100 comments already, and we're not even halfway through the race yet.
Yeah, we were up at 25 viewers at one point in time. I can only assume some of the preset guys are probably going to turn some laps and go and make adjustments. Here comes Jake to the inside of Pendle for second place.
Yep, there he goes. Also, Teddy Serenity said, check your phone for PMs.
Get out my inbox.
Do what?
Get out my inbox.
Yeah. Yes, Serenity, get out of his inbox.
Yeah, Serenity. Robert.
He gets mad when I say Serenity.
He's not from Africa.
Who said anything about Africa?
That's where the Serenity is. It's a desert.
That's the Sahara, ding dong.
Now, there's another one out there. Check your history books. I know you're a young kid and don't know your history because it probably got erased like the rest of the history in the world. That's part of what we're going on right now, buddy. But still, I'm just telling you.
Old man, leave politics out of it. That's what this is about.
I didn't say anything about politics. I'm just telling you.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Inadvertently, you did. But, yeah, it's the Serengeti, not the Serenity.
Sounds good to me. I'll say it without my teeth in. It's the same thing.
I'm glad you pronounced it because I read spaghetti.
I just took a swig of beer, Teddy. You can't do that to me.
Spaghetti racing. You'll see him later in the Cup Series.
Oh no!
Oh, my eyes are watering. Oh.
I heard that his car goes well with garlic bread. Yeah.
Robbie!
I don't understand the name change. I feel like we've had a blast with it. I don't see why you would change that.
Well, at least he's not called Brittany anymore.
Jake is starting to close the door.
Captain Spaghetti.
And you just heard a muted person. Wow.
Was that a Dirt Dog? Was that in Braille?
I'm bilingual.
Or sign language. Why did I say Braille? That's for blind people, not deaf. Oh my. Sorry.
Well, that was part of the joke to begin with.
I had a pudding moment.
We're not going to get into that, but that was part of the joke. So
but the moment I say it looked like Jake was closing in on Patton, it looks like Patton's starting to stretch it out just a little bit more.
He heard you. He said,
okay.
Keystone said, oh, those guys are catching me. Let me push that throttle a little harder.
Yeah, well, I had a chance to keep Patton on the team for this year until somebody traded him away last year after not even... I don't even think he ran a race with us, did he, Daddy?
No,
I'd start calling him the Captain Shift RD.
Excuse me, forgetting the guy that won the title. Just saying.
Oh, that is right. That's who you traded for. I forgot.
The 6 of Tackleberry goes to pit, catches the apron, spins out. He's in the grass. Oscar Mayer wieners all through the grass. Oh God, this is no good. Heard there's a little ketchup and mustard in the pit box, and he's going to get that now, Mr. Tackleberry.
Hey, don't forget the relish and onions now.
This ain't a Chicago dog.
You know, I put relish and onions on my hot dog. Man. I'm not from Chicago.
I think I'm hungry. Talking about the spaghetti, talking about the hot dogs, man.
I know. I'm really wanting hot dogs right now.
Now, don't forget, guys. You guys could have some pudding for dessert then too.
Awkward. You just made everything weird.
Yes, very weird. Then again, he is a very weird person.
Facts are facts.
I mean, how many people run around today looking like Billy Ray Cyrus?
True, man.
Now they're going down pit road, and the 13 and the 42, the 48 is a taker. The 19 is on pit road. A lot of takers here. I'm assuming they're splitting the stage in half here in stage 2. I guess time will tell.
A little bit past half. So you were close, Taddy. You were close.
Harold Tucker out there, Mr. Trey, talking about Tackleberry coming back, making a run in the third stage. So Tackleberry's just messing with us. He wants to run mid-pack to the backpack, and Trey says that he'll be up there as the race comes to a close.
We'll see. It's got doing the halfway thing. It's got the benefits.
Here
It's
comes
got pros
Hunty.
and cons. Pro, I forgot where I was at. Putting you messed me up.
What I know is that if you pit halfway, you know exactly how your car is going to react in the second half because you just did it in the first half. So you know how your car is going to be throughout that whole run. The negative to that is if you pit too early and the other guys stay out, you're going to make up time on the short run, but towards the end of the stage, as your tires have absolutely nothing left, the other cars will be zooming by you like they're standing still.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that's why a lot of just about everybody waited till past halfway point. That way they know that they'll have better tires at the end than what they do right now.
I'm interested to see now. The 17 Sunny Delight car just come to pit road.
That's
His
no
name is
shift.
No Shift. His name is No Shift Pendle. When he comes out, is he already going to be in fourth gear? Or is
Oh, I'm on board with Blakey T, and he's got that Ford car right there, UK, keeping him in his sights, trying to, play a little strategy, try to pit with the leaders maybe when they see the patent guy come down.
Yeah, you don't want to. I mean, a lot of people try to pit with the leaders. You definitely don't want to stay out past the leaders, otherwise, they're the fresh tires. The few laps that you stay out past them, they're just going to run you over.
Spankers on pit lane. Here comes leaders
14
on
is
pit
on
lane.
pit lane, followed by UK Wildcats in the 4. When this cycles out, I'm interested to see where Hunty comes out in relation. Is he was the first one of the top guys there to be a taker on pit road.
Yeah, let's see here.
And we're talking a good 4 or 5 laps. As he's coming around the corner, Patton is getting back on the track and now coming off 2. Hunty is right there with all the momentum, and he stays to the outside. The 19 will be your leader as they enter turn 3. The 21 still has the lane and is now up to speed, though. He's looking to get a pass back. The 19 never led the lap. The 21 is back to the lead.
So, well, we see how it turned out. I mean, he got the position. He got back up a second. Not probably quite exactly what he was hoping for, as he was probably hoping to have at least a few seconds on the leader.
Yeah, another thing that's going to happen is now that Hunty was out there for those extra few laps, that they might stay pace here for a few laps, but we're going to see exactly what we did in stage 1. That 19 will fall off as the stage.
Yes, as Patton will have the fresher tires.
And it looks like that's going to assist the 17, looking like he's in third right there. So
Yep.
he should end up back in P2 as Hunty's tires fall off. The negative for the 17 is he has to get around that 19 car still, so the work that he has to do is going to make that gap between he and the 21 a little bit larger.
Yep, because also it's going to wear those tires down trying to actually battle it out, trying to race and make position instead of just saving tires. I know you're not talking about Puddin', seeing how he ain't saying nothing.
Oh, I'm just listening to you guys, man. I'm just sitting here enjoying watching this great race.
Enough, right? As Tackleberry about to go a lap down here.
Tackleberry, he did have that spin on trying to get on the pit road. Keep in mind,
yes.
I feel like without
it
that,
looks like that wiener just got cooked.
Yeah, somebody left that one on the burner too long.
I was going to say squeeze, but that just didn't sound right.
Breaking news: the 14 has lost a ton of time through that pit cycle. He must have tried the handle method and kept it in fourth, as the 48 is catching him pretty quick. I believe that. Oh, excuse me. The 14 passed 48. I'm assuming that to be a battle for fourth place. And when I say battle, there's not a whole big battle there, but the 14 to fourth.
Yeah, it looks like Jake's about a little less than a half a lap back off the patent.
Blake E.T., Spanker, and UK Wildcats back here battling.
What happened to the 4 car? Because he was up front, but it looked like throughout the second stage, he's just lost time, lap after lap after lap. So maybe make the wrong adjustments.
Yeah, so in pit lane, he actually stopped at the Bud Light tent instead of the Busch tent. Had to take a few extra seconds to get to the right one. So yeah, the 4-car UK Wildcats is good. He did successfully refill his Busch Cup, so they're rolling here in 6th, 7th, and 8th, right in front of both the teams back here.
Well, it's a good thing Money Mike's no longer on that team because he'd probably give UK a handful for stopping at Bud Light instead of Busch.
I mean, you know, when you're going that fast, you see a blue tint, you gotta stop, you gotta stop.
Yeah.
Keystone Light's also a blue tint, just saying.
We'll see, my cans are black. Because I get the ice.
Oh, I didn't know what was just said.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. You want to talk about awkward?
No. It's the Keystone
Napa
Ice
fan
cans.
in the black number 2 is going a lap down right now.
Keystone Ice is hot alcohol.
Touche.
Anyway, back to this racing.
Why do y'all have to make stuff awkward all the time?
Because you make it awkward for me all the time.
What are you talking about?
Awkward.
Looking at you and hearing your voice is awkward. See, no comeback on that one. Haha, I got you, didn't I?
No, the comeback I have to say, I'm not going to do it on air because I tried to be professional.
I'm going to go on a limb and say it's probably 2 words, approximately 7 letters, all of it capitalized with a few exclamation points at the end.
Something along those lines. You're not far off.
Okay. All right, so
Tattersall out there in the, man, how did I just pronounce his last name wrong?
Really?
Anyways, yeah, Sean Tattersall out there in YouTube land. Good having you out there. He says it's some great racing, and I'd have to agree with you, sir.
He said, "How did I
Team
pronounce that name
79,
wrong?"
we all know that to be Mr. Excited Broadcaster himself, Trey, said no Pit Pendle will be there. He hit in quotation, seeing how that's the name of the team, the marks.
Yeah, I did
How
see
many
that.
laps you got left there, Dark Humor? 10 to go. We're looking at the same driver at the end of stage 1 that was looking to get the lucky dog. The 2 of Napa Fan is behind the 21. However, the 21 of General Patton here is closing in on that 20 of Wildcard Coyote.
Yes. Plus, is the 6th car of Tackle closing in on Napa? That's also a question.
Oh,
No, he's not, as he is hitting the wall coming out of turn 2 as Napa's in turn 4. So, no threat there.
Man, I don't know about y'all, but it's like Patton running a custom
4,
setup.
3, 48,
No
and
kidding.
9 all racing right now.
Yeah, I just seen 3 and 4 wide right there. That is for 5th place. This is a huge. I know that seems silly. Last place in the state, or last points place in the stage.
Oh, dark!
Looks like 9 caught him.
No, the 9 and 48 never made contact.
I wasn't sure. I didn't see contact, but the way that his car reacted, I was assuming.
Yeah, the way that it just turned right.
Yeah.
Yes.
But on my
Aw.
screen, I didn't touch him.
Yeah, see, the 48 said he would rather hit the wall than hit the 9 car, seeing how, 48 and the 9 car, real life teammates.
And in this race, teammate.
Well, looks like Tackleberry moved out of the way of the 4 and the 3 and the 9, so props to him, showing respect for the leaders.
Yep, I'm on board with this pack
Lead
right
lap
now.
Cars. All right, so
And
does
I'm
Becky
really
T have
surprised.
anything for...
I'm really
For
surprised
UK?
to see that 3 car to be. This is 2 weeks in a row. He is looking to get into the top 5 here, but he just hasn't showed me the speed that I expect to see.
Because
out of
it's
that.
not Iowa yet.
However, with that said, I mean it's still early. We're only in stage 2. He's still on the lead lap, so do not count
Just-
that 3 car out. Don't count the
No.
4. Don't count the 9. All of these guys.
Just
the
wait
9
4
is a past
weeks.
champion.
If you want to see the 3 car dominate, just wait 4 weeks. Whenever we go to Iowa, he'll be up front.
Yeah, that I would agree to that. Yeah, he's pretty quick there. The 3 looking to get to the inside of the 4 now. This is for that one and only final. Well, not one and only, but the final 1 point.
Last but not least.
Yeah.
There you go. You're welcome.
Hear what he said. Take what I said and what he said and put it together, and you got the right sentence.
All right, honestly, if you're Wildcats, the way that this second stage is gone, it looks like he's been slipping further and further back. Do you revert back to what you had in stage 1? Because the first half of stage 1, he was right there with them, top 5, literally within a few car lengths of everybody else. But the way that he's been dropping back now, so do you go back to those old changes that you had before?
I have a different view of that. I don't think that he has a car to compete with the 21 and the 14, or these guys up front, the 17 even. I feel like what was keeping him up there in stage 1, it was very early in that stage when he was right there on their tail, right up until
before everybody else could make their changes as well.
Yeah, and I feel like that nobody got the changes in. Also, I feel like he was driving as hard as he could, and this track is not known for draft, but there is some. So I feel like he was just driving really, really hard. The draft of the leaders was keeping him up there. And then now that people have put setups in, and the other aspect to that is with how hard you're driving, you're wearing your stuff out a lot quicker than others, and I feel like that might be his scenario. What? Private Patton is now swept stage 1 and stage 2 as he looks to hold that top spot as they enter stage 3.
Alright, so before we get this third stage kicked off,
we have not to go ahead, you finish your deal.
Who's the picks? I mean, it's hard to go against Patton right now the way that he's been up front dominating this thing, but if you had to choose somebody other than Patton.
I'm going with the 17, to be honest.
17.
Well, I was going to go with downshift, but since you just said that, I'll go with UK then.
Because that's who you think he's going to turn it around?
Yeah, I was going to say Pendle, but I'm not.
I raced against UK last season in the Custom Xfinity. There was times that he was in mid-pack to the rear, car not handling that great, and he was able to turn it around and get back up to the front. So I mean, absolutely, he can do it again. No questions, ifs, ands, or buts about it. He definitely has the talent to do it.
And we got Ed though out there too, as we're going to rack him and stack him for stage 3. Take it, Taddy.
Taddy's talking.
Before we get into the race here, this is going to be a lot of action. We are at 500 viewers on the YouTube. We have a driver that does something special per 100. This right here that you're about to hear is from the Spaghetti Racing for the 500 viewers.
Oh my God!
Only Spaghetti Racing.
Wow! Wow!
He said Robbie likes to drink
catches
some
the wall
tea.
coming out of turn 2. Don't look like it cost him any positions there as he still stays in front of the 3 car of Blakey T for 4th as Blakey T cuts to the inside, followed by Wildcats, making a run on Honey.
48's going to the inside. That's Dark Humor trying to make a move on the inside, but Alex did. Tries to give the broom, bumps up here. Still great action back here in the middle of the pack.
Noko said it sounded like a wet noodle. Oh, Noko is on a roll tonight. Oh, he is spitting fire.
They're still side by side back here in the back of the pack, trying to get back there so everybody can see that.
Look like contact between the 4 and the 19 there. Hard racing as the 4 tries to creep his way to the inside, followed by the 48. Looks like Alex, Ned, Speaker and Wild Kid Coyote back here trying to push their way back up to the front.
Yeah, that's what we're on board right now.
So did Patton ever get around wild card to put him a lap down, or did Napa get the lap back? Okay, wild card is okay. So Napa's still a lap down, so that did not play into his advantage.
Oh, Alex!
Back on to the lead lap.
Alex, like he might look like he was trying to back that corner up just a little bit, and the 9 car got into the back of him, or he was trying to avoid the 20 in front of him. The 9 pushes the 13 of Alex up the track. That's going to give the 942 and 2 an opportunity to get underneath him there.
Well, the 2's a lap down though. I think him and
I know, but it still gave him a lap. I mean, that means he can work his way back and try to get his lap back too the hard way. But yeah, that was a hard contact right there. It pushed that 13 car up. We're going to stick on board with the UK car just for a lap here. Looks like he's in that 5th position. Can he make up any ground? Restarts at Dover are definitely difficult, and we've heard Dark Humor talk about it. We've all talked about it a little bit too. Getting on and off pit lane here at Dover is no treat itself.
Dark Humor, if you get a copy, could you, I'm interested here, are you guys going to have to make 2 stops or just 1 still? Dover is an intriguing track as well, ladies and gentlemen, as this is the only track that as you pit and it tells you how many laps of fuel you have, you do not actually get that many laps of fuel. It gives you less laps per tank than what it states on your screen. So definitely going to be hard for somebody to try to save here via what Dark Humor was just telling me in my ear.
We're on board with 48 right now. A lot of kind of action right there in front of them. Let's check on board right there. It looks like Blakey T appears to be in the 4th position right now in that 3 car. No, he's got no pressure from behind. Can he track these guys down? But if he does that, he's going to have to use this car up too.
Yeah, 3rd stage is definitely just trying to make it last. I mean, the 1st and 2nd stage is getting your cars, we say week after week, is getting your car dialed in, get the adjustments to where you want it, and stage 3 is going for it. But as long as the stage is, 80 laps, definitely probably, maybe, it's going to be tough in a preset to stretch that to make just 1 stop, so I wouldn't be surprised to see 2 stops. Now, running custom,
Captain
with a
says
fuel
if you play
gear.
Captain Jackson, if you do this right, you can do it on no stops, especially if there's if there's a caution or no caution. If you do it right.
I feel like that's more of a custom setup concept than a preset.
Yeah. I don't see how you're going
Well,
to
he
stretch.
said 1 stop. I read that wrong. 1 stop.
I was about to say, I don't
Sorry.
see how you're going to stretch 30 laps into 80, Puddin'.
Sorry, I read it wrong, all right? Mistakes happen. You ain't got to yell at me there.
4th gear, 5 mile an hour for those laps. You might be able to make 45 to 50 out of it.
The 21 is stretching his lead over the 14 and the 17, that's a difficult task as those 2 are working together, but it does look like the 14 is dealing with a loose on exit. Down to you in the pit lane there, Puddin'.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you're definitely Michael Waltrip.
Why don't you take this one, Boomer? Go ahead, buddy.
No, you're Michael Waltrip in the pits, so he said down in the pits, so go ahead.
No, I'm going to let you have at it, buddy. Have at her, Haas.
Thank you for that in-race report there, Puddin'. Back to the track. Back to you, Keystone.
All right, so looks like the 17's trying to make a move to the inside of the 14. He's going to touch the apron just a little bit. The 14 bounces off the wall as the 17 to Pendle makes the pass on the 14 to Jake. Brought to you by Back Alley Bakeries. But those 2 battling Wildcats allowed that 3 car to close that window between 3rd and 4th. So our pit road reporter there, Mr. Michael Puddin' Waltrip, might not be wrong about Blakey T being completely out of this yet. And silent on pit road. All right, back to you, Taddy.
Yeah, so I'm looking a little bit further in the pack back here. I'm seeing the 20 of Wildcard Coyote.
If Puddin' was doing his job on pit road, we would see the 13 of Alex Ned sitting still, not moving.
I see the same with the 6 of Tackleberry as well.
Yes.
But yeah, so I was watching the battle with the 20 car of Wildcard Coyote. He is now pulled away from a larger pack with the 2 of Napa Fan, the 48 of Dark Humor, and the 9 of Spenker. A lot of good racing going on there. I didn't see a whole lot of contact, but definitely all 4 of those cars are fighting hard for a spot. As we heard, Napa Fan is still 1 lap down. Over to you, Puddin'.
Oh, so Napa might be 2 laps down.
Back to you, Puddin. And good talking to you. Keystone
All
on
right,
you, but
so being laps down at a short track is never a good thing, because whenever you pit, you're going to lose 2 laps, regardless. Don't matter if it's Martinsville, Bristol, Iowa, Dover. You're going to lose laps. So getting those laps back is never easy, especially when there's no cautions. We've had, one caution aside from the stages tonight, so these guys are doing some clean racing as we see Jake get back around Pendle, as Pendle's once again looking to the inside.
here comes the three of Blakey T.
Yes. Oh, it looked like Pendle might have got a little bit tight or loose there, as Blakey T is going to take that number 3 to the inside of Pendle. Red, white, and blue. America, baby. Only thing that would make that car better if it was the Ford.
I'm watching back a little bit farther while watching on the screen. The 17 is on my screen, but that 19.
Patton is loving this, by the way.
Oh, absolutely. UK Wildcats and Hunty are also loving it. I don't know what's going on with Pendle, but that car seems to be bouncing off the wall on exit of 2, I believe, almost every lap. I don't know if maybe he adjusted and got it a little bit too tight or what, but he looks loose off 2, tight off 4.
Looks like he's... I don't know how to say. Oh, looks like Jake might have caught the apron again just a little bit, slowed him down. Here comes Blakey T and that 3 on the inside of Jake, trying to take second away. But is that high line momentum going to work again as they come out of turn 2, side by side with the 17 pushing the 3 car, as Blakey T will complete the pass for second.
Yeah, all this
Pendle.
battling is letting the general walk away for sure. You talked about
And
there. 19 on
here
pit lane
comes
now.
19. Yep. All right. And the 20. All right, so that pitting early, we seen it didn't necessarily work in the first 2 stages. So, I mean, maybe that's just his game plan right now, and he's just sticking with it.
That or he may have picked a tight slider, or the setup that he put in the car may be tight and or really, really loose, and therefore causing the tire wear to be a lot worse than what these others are dealing with.
Could be,
we spoke about that with the 4 car, how he might be using his stuff up a little soon. And that might be exactly what the 3, the 17, and the 14, I'm expecting they've used a lot of their equipment here with this hard battling. And it's the exact
14
opposite.
back to the inside of Pendle.
Yeah, and it's the exact opposite for the 4 car this time. He probably has a lot more equipment left under that bush.
As the 17 back to the inside. Slide job, crossover, left and right. These guys are not given an inch.
I mean, this is great to see on the screen. It's great to see in your rear view if you're the 21 or the 3 right now, but it is absolutely not what these guys want to be doing with all this battling here.
Absolutely not.
Lap count there, Dark Humor.
He's on pit road. All right, so
lap count when you're off pit road.
is our pit road reporter back?
Puddin'. Chirp, chirp, chirp.
Crickets.
Chirp.
Crickets. Okay, take that as a no. All right, so, well, seeing how Patton really hadn't had any battles, so to say, in this 3rd stage, how much tire do you think he saved?
I mean, that's a hard one to tell, but I'll tell you the car that I believe that's using up the most tires on the track right now is that 3 car.
Trying to catch him.
Yeah, and it's working. I mean, if you're watching the 21 car, I'm looking back on the broadcast view of him, and as he enters the corner, it looks to the front of his car showing behind him, and that 3 car is there. I mean, the 3 car is coming.
Could the 21 be saving, though? Trying to stretch that out even further, trying to make it a one-stop stage.
Well, and that's what it actually looks like the whole field is catching that 21. So, yeah, I would assume that he is probably saving it. And why not if you're him? There's absolutely no reason to use all of the equipment when not needed. And the other aspect of that is the 21's been hitting later than a lot of these leaders. So he's probably trying to push this until his tank's empty. And
Yeah,
see
so
if
I'm
he can
thinking
make it
he's
in
probably
one
found
fall.
something in those tire pressures to make that last, though.
I mean, I still don't think it'll happen. I don't think in a preset race they'll be able to cut it down to a one-stop, especially with how quick he was out the gate. There was no fuel conservation there. But, I mean, if so, kudos to the guy. I just don't see playing the strategy game as what he needs when he has all that raw speed.
All right. So, to our in-race reporter, how many laps we got left in this stage, or this race?
But
Just
you're
under
2 laps
50,
down, yeah?
so
46 to go for the leaders, coming up.
So yes, that is a two. That is a
21
two.
in the wall. The 3 to the lead.
Oh,
I don't know what happened there, but that might be why the 21
the
was falling back.
19. No, he already pitted. Never mind.
You might have been talking about the 21 saving his stuff and trying to save some fuel, but in reality, his handling might have gone away in that 21 car as we get into the later parts of this race, as we have seen something that we don't see very typically out of the general, as he smashed that wall coming off of 2.
Sorry. Yeah, he's been keeping his car right on the bottom there, been able to make it stick throughout the corner. So to see him come up like that is definitely uncharacteristic. I can't even speak right now.
That's a difficult word, characteristic.
Uncharacteristic of him. Yes, thank you very much. I got tongue-tied. Not enough keystones in me tonight. Is that the 3 signaling for pit road? Yes, it is.
Yeah, so the 21 back to the lead. The 14 looks like he's going to take second, as I don't see him going down pit road.
Is that the 14 or is that the 20?
The 14 does go down pit road.
Yeah, because the 19 and the 20 both pitted, so that would be 21 Patton in the lead and the 4 car of UK Wildcats in second.
That's really interesting ways of getting onto pit road here. I really liked what Blakey T did. He dropped into in 3. Dover is a tricky spot.
Here comes the 21 as Wildcat takes the lead.
Oh yeah, the 21 had to come down to pit road. He was in second that time. You see the leader pulled off onto pit road. Had he stayed out another 3-4 laps, the lead for that 3 car would have been huge by the time he actually got down to pit lane.
All right. Well, got confirmation.
Sorry, guys.
There he is.
I've been trying to stick with it. I had a phone call that I didn't want to miss there. I apologize for that. I was still trying to listen to you guys through the TV with the mic unplugged and keep up with the action and talk on the phone. So I was trying to multitask there. Sorry, guys. Well,
you ain't the greatest multitasker we know, so kudos for trying, man.
Breaking news, Miss Puddin', I have an emergency. I'm just kidding. Back to the race. UK Wildcats is now on pit road. Looks like he's the final taker of the leaders. 21 is coming back off.
21, and here comes the 3 car, it looks like. Let's see.
We've seen this earlier. The 3 is going to have the momentum, but the 21 should be up to speed as they get into 3. 3 goes to the outside. 21's able to hold him off. Ooh, 3 with that outside momentum. 21's drifting up, almost contact, but it looked clean. The 14 is in front of the 17 and thirds. 14 to third, 17 to fourth, but those guys actually gained some ground on that sequence of pit stops, so this might become a 4-car battle here shortly.
Absolutely. So how many laps we got left now? Coming to 40, so it's going to be hard to stretch that. I'm thinking gas and go right sides maybe in the future. Is it the 24 car or is that the 42 car? On the grass. 19 is the leader. Oh.
Boom, boom, boom. The 19 is the leader.
And he's got a almost a full front stretch lead.
I think.
But he pitted 5 laps early too.
Yeah, those guys are going to catch him though. But we talked about, is it manageable to be able to make it all the way? Hunty may have decided, instead of trying to push it and have those laps where you're just going so slow, maybe instead of that, let's break this whole stage into thirds. And it looks like it's panning out pretty good for him. Hunty's, being a road course guy, he is really good with the strategy of saving fuel and stuff like that there. So strategy gives the 19 of Hunty Wild the lead.
All right. Well, our pit road reporter is back now, correct?
Yeah, but I'm not on pit lane.
All right. Well, I am going to pause for 30 seconds for station identification while you continue.
Well, I'm
Back
right
to
on
our
board with.
cameraman, Mr. Puddin.
Yeah, right now I'm going to do a little boom vision of the 19, who is the leader, like you said, with a little bit of strategy right there. See how that pans out for him, though. Now you can see those two cars creeping up with that blue cone and blue nose cone and that yellow. That is Private Pat and the 21, who is both our stage winners. So he is on a mission tonight. You know, the general is on a mission to try to get himself a W here at 4.5. So he's going to make his way underneath that 20 of wild card.
I'm riding back here a little bit further. The 3 and the 42 having some action. The 3 come out of pit lane in second, but it looks like he's losing a lot of ground. I don't know what happened. Maybe some wall contact, but the 17 is definitely in front of him. The 14 is definitely in front of him. 42 a text belt has gotten by, and now he's under fire by the 48 of Dark Humor. But yeah, definitely fuel conservation could be on his mindset, as we were talking about it coming really close. You know, the 19 has to pit. You know, all these other guys are, with how fast they're going right now, they're going to have to pit. So it looks like Blakey T backing down on the throttle, trying to save those couple laps of fuel. But how much time will it cost him in the meantime? I don't see that being a race-winning move, but it could definitely help him with a top 5 run. Unfortunately, he was already in second prior to doing this. So, well, only time will tell.
I've saved before. I've definitely tried to save before, especially in your fun lobbies and stuff like that. But the time that you save and the amount of time that they gain by their lead and then pitting, it's really difficult. You really, if you're going to do it and lay off that gas, you have to be very precise.
Check the last 4 or 5 laps.
No, I think that's the difference of, you know, that tire.
The tires, yeah.
You're looking at the 19 is coming to where he needs to be pitting here again within the next probably 4 to 5 laps. And the 21 probably has another 20 laps to go before he's going to be pitting. So definitely fresher tires on that yellow and blue Wood Brother Ford Mustang of the General Patton for the Canuck team.
All right.
I mean, he's killing it. That car, that 21 car, he's been the cream of the crop, top of the field all night long. I haven't seen the 3 car had something for him a minute. The 21 had one mistake off the wall. That's about the only time he wasn't leading this race. He definitely has something on the rest of the field tonight.
Absolutely, he's got this place dialed in.
And because of that, I can't really blame the 19 or the 3 for what they're doing with the strategy. Now, if I'm the 19 right now, what are we down to, about 30 to go? This 30 to go right now, this would be when I'm pulling off. You know you're in your fuel window. You've gained a lot of ground on the leader. Maybe pull off now, get those fresh tires, be able to gain all the ground even more by the time it cycles all through. Because it was about 20 laps, you know, after he pitted before the leaders did. So you're looking at a 10-lap shootout there, trying to hold off of what you have. Right now he's trying to hold back Jake, and Jake has got to be getting frustrated having a slower car in front of him.
Oh, absolutely.
Bumper, bumper,
oh,
bumper, 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 bumper. There it is.
Oh.
Yep. He almost didn't have to, as the 19 got really, really loose there off the exit of 4.
And there goes the 14.
Yeah, he gave way. He said, all right, I'm not going to keep holding you up. We're going to end up causing a wreck. Here within a lap or 2, I expect him to fall within the grass for the 17. As I say that, he's still holding strong here right now behind the 14, but notice the line difference. The 19 is having to run considerably higher than the rest of the field is.
And as you say that, they take the exact same line to the corner.
Yeah, well, you know, that's what happens when I say something. They just hear it and they're like, yeah, right, but let's prove Patty wrong.
Yeah, watch this. Here comes the 19 on pit road.
Yeah, I like that. Back to you, Puddin'.
I'm on board with Jake right now, and he's pulled himself a nice little distance right there on everybody as I'm clicking through the 4 and the 9 back here. 4 of UK and the 9 of Spanker. Just let you all know.
The 3 of Blakey T going a lap down right now.
That is, I'm not wondering if he's trying to do a little fuel strategy right there, because he can gain it back. You're almost certain to go 2 laps down here, getting on and off a pit lane, just because you have a good pit stop time. Everybody doesn't take into consideration the time that it takes to get to your pit lane and get out of your pit box and get back on the track smoothly.
Yeah, it's definitely
this is a very slow pit road.
It's
Yeah,
almost
it's definitely a
55-second
two-lap
pit
zone.
stop
Both
total.
the 3 and the 14 get very, very loose on exit. 3 gets down to the inside wall. You know, if you're going to do that fuel conservation mode, you have to be just simply lowering your RPMs. You can't get loose. You can't go up and plow the wall.
As you say that, he gets
Again,
loose. Go
almost
ahead,
hits
Taddy.
the inside wall. You just can't have laps like that because you're already off the throttle, and when you get loose, you have to toy the throttle. You have to burp it, and you have to hit it hard to get your car to turn, and you're burning that excess fuel. You need to be as smooth and straight as you can to lose as little amount of time as possible while still being able to save that fuel. And going to the outside right here, definitely not something you want to do.
No, because that's the longer way around the track. You burn more fuel.
Jackson Shoe out there says Blakey T is going to be the winner and or second at the end of this race.
That's
All
Captain
right, well.
Jack. On delay, the self-proclaimed fastest guy in Heat 4, Speedy Gonzalez. Got himself a couple W's here in Giggity Racing, so we know he knows what he's doing.
Guys, second place is on pit road right now. So how much longer will this 21 car stay out? As we should be down to about 25 to go, 25 or less to go. 24 liters coming to 23 to go. Oh, you're at 24, so there. He just came to 21. 21 hit the 21 to go mark. The 48, sorry, Dark Humor. He is our in-race reporter. He has made his final pit stop, so he is 2 laps down right now. So giving us the accurate lap down is a little bit difficult for him.
7:04. Live timing and scoring. Sorry, I said that aloud.
Hey, we can keep hoping for it. So
I'd rather have that over a paint booth.
Especially when we don't use custom
is the
cars
21
here.
21's coming to pit road.
Oh, he's trying. He
apron.
clicks it. Yeah, he collects the apron. Can he get her gathered up? It looks like he can, though. That was a close
that
call.
was- Yes.
Yeah, I'm not so sure he got down to speed though. He came in really hot. I mean, I know he was going slow right at the line, but I don't know if he got to that 30-mile-an-hour mark that it takes here at Dover.
Coming in hot.
35.
What?
35.
Yeah, you know what? I was close. Yeah, I'm gonna
17.
ride along-
7. Yep,
I'm gonna
that's
ride
no pit
along
penalty.
here with the 19, as I expect him to be our race leader when this cycles out, and he has about 4.5 seconds on Jake Giroux over there.
And
So
Pendle's
that's who
got
I
some
believe
traffic
is
right
leader.
behind him as the 4-car UK goes underneath him. Sorry, Taddy.
No, you're good. That makes it really difficult when you're getting ready to go on pit road, knowing that you have cars behind you. I myself,
All right,
I have a tendency to pull over and let people go, but we'll see how this goes for
No
Pendle.
speeding penalty for the 21. As here he comes out.
Then 21 will be the leader back on the track when these. The
19 makes a pass.
Yeah, but keep in mind
21's
that
got the tires.
The 19's tires will fall off, and with the 21 and the 14 both right there, expect the 19 to fall back to at least third, depending on where Pendle comes out.
Everybody trying to hold on to their tires. Everybody trying to have their own little bit of strategy, too. Everybody does want to get a win here at 4.5, let alone because it still counts as a win for your team here in Giggity Racing. Just to say that you got a win in Giggity Racing, that's a huge feat.
Yeah, the car we all need to keep
Absolutely.
in mind, I believe, will actually be the leader when this cycles through. When the 17 pits, the 3 of Blakey T should end up being the race leader. And I'm not seeing the leaders behind him, but I have not seen him come to pit road either. So will the strategy for Blakey T pan off? Dark Humor, how many laps do we have remaining?
If Blakey T wins this, I am definitely cracking an ice cold Pepsi.
You say 15? 15 laps remaining. I'm still not seeing the leaders on the screen as I'm watching the 3-car. However, you can tell looking at him, well I can, he's going considerably slower than the rest of the field. He is still not yet up to speed, so I'm assuming in his eyes he's still at least a lap short right now.
So he needs to save a lap of fuel for sure, but still, even at a slower pace like that, Taddy, the tires do wear down. And this
He's
track
actually, I'm seeing him just looks like he just got up to speed. He's starting to hit the marks on the outside during the straightaways and cutting it low on the inside. When he was saving, he was running the
All right, he's
bottom group all
across
the
the
way
start
around.
finish line now.
Yeah, and I just seen Patton
And
on the
here
screen.
comes Patton. So yeah, the 21 is definitely catching him.
At this point in time, the 3, if he's not going to make it, he needs to give her the gas anyways and just hope that he's saved enough. Now, as we come to, should be about 12 laps remaining. He has got to hope and pray that he has enough time, or this race gets shorter and the 21 does not have enough time.
Yeah. Yeah, you said it there too. You saw where the 3-car Blakey T has fallen off the pace, but he seems to have picked it back up. And I'm on the boom vision of the 3-car right now, and that yellow 21 is sucking up on him quickly. So
yes, he is.
So with Blakey T right now, Blakey T needs to drive it in deep and let it eat, and hope for the best.
Who do you have as the leader? Dark Humor, who do you have as the leader? The 9
car's
right
Banker.
In front of Dark Humor is the leader. Yeah, thank you for that energy. We had no idea. Thanks a lot, Interact Reporter, letting us do all that talking about Blakey T, and you're following the leader right now.
We appreciate those updates.
Yeah. And, I mean, we're talking, that's 3/4 of the track ahead of Blakey T, as Spanker is not far behind No Shift Pendle, who's riding 4th place right now.
You're fired. Just
give me a lap count when you cross the line this time. Please and thank you.
If we just see the 48 of our in-race reporter of Dark Humor directly behind that 9 car. Go ahead,
9?
Dark.
Did you say 9? 9 laps remaining for the 9 car of Spanker. Did Blakey T give up second to...
he is right now. 21 is making his way around him and completes the pass.
The 9's on pit road.
9 is on pit lane.
Yep, so whenever this cycles around, it looks to be that the 21 will retake the lead.
The 4 of UK Wildcats, the leader.
I see the 4 ahead. He's about a quarter of a truck ahead.
I think he was saving. In order for him to have not pit right now, he had to have been in save mode as well. But I'm thinking that he probably started a little bit later than Blakey T.
I believe the 4 car actually pitted after the 21.
Well, if that's the case, he must have taken right sides and just enough fuel. So his car's probably a handful right now, but...
As that... Okay, I don't understand.
Right. I don't think that's right.
No.
Here comes Patton, though. Patton is making real quick move in that 21 on the 4. He is already getting to his rear bumper.
Car.
And it looks like the 21 makes the move. Yeah, sorry, Boom. Yeah, the 21 does make the pass on the 4 car right there.
So who's our leader?
The 4 is still the leader, so the 21 was actually a lap down.
Can the 4 stretch it?
42 text belt in second place. This is interesting. 42 on pit road right now. How many laps you got remaining? Should be 7. Sorry guys, we're having a little confusion. We're trying to figure this all out. 5 laps remaining. The leader just hit 5 laps to go. The 4, possibly 4 to go maybe.
And UK has very good pit strategy. We all know that, but there's cars coming up quick behind him. Here comes Blakey T. Blakey T's going to make a move now. He's on the rear bumper. Oh, Blakey T bumps that outside wall, but he does make the pass on it, so he might have been a lap down too.
Was it a 3 lap down as well?
I'm thinking everybody was.
I was lost because the 3 never pitted either. That's why I was assuming that he was going to keep his. I don't know how the 4 got a lap ahead of the 3, unless it was pit strategy of when
2 to
he started
go.
2 laps remaining for UK Wildcats. What a huge move by Team Yoko driver.
Is it going to pay off? We're going to keep the camera on UK right now. I mean, I've heard him talk pit strategy in the past.
Yeah, I'm interested to get these final results here. That is crazy.
White flag brought to you by Back Alley Bakery.
Interesting. Is he gonna pull a Creed and pit on the final lap?
I don't hear his car spitting and sputtering, so I don't think so.
Now he's going to make it. The 4 car will be a race winner. UK Wildcats in the Harvick Ford Mustang. Looks like he went to the inside like he might have been sputtering as he crossed the line. So yeah, the 4 car is the race winner.
Wow. What a strategy. Puddin did at the end of stage 2 before we started stage 3. He said that he was going to make his comeback. So how did you know, Puddin?
He did.
Honestly, because he was running good, but I didn't know he was going to stretch it like that, though. But great for UK Wildcats, our winner tonight here in Preset Cup at Dover. We still have our custom race coming up after this, too. But no, I mean, he's always showed good speed. Again, racing late nights with him, listening to him talk, listening to his strategy. Obviously, he helps out the one and only Coco Noco Mike out there, too. So,
He's going to have to him.
So, good job to him. Congratulations.
Yeah, I have the running order. UK Wildcats followed by Patton, Jake Giroux, Hunty Wild, Wildcard Coyote rounds out your top 5. No Shift Pendle, Spanker, Dark Humor, Texfelt, Blakey T top 10. Followed by Mountain Dew, Napa Fan, Tackleberry, and Alex Ned. Dark Humor, don't forget I'm going to need that stage 1 result picture whenever you get that. On that note, to any of the custom cup drivers out there, I don't know what just happened on my PlayStation. My game froze. Anyways, I will be setting up the lobby here for the custom cup race in just a few short minutes. I have to restart my application. Get up.
Congratulations to him. Great job to everybody tonight. Fun race at Dover. Tomorrow night we're going to do the Xfinity, and then we're going to do the development guys on Friday. But I mean, that was a great race, great strategy by UK. Congratulations to him. Thank you for being our in-race reporter tonight, Dark. I know, like you said, it is difficult while you're trying to focus and concentrate. We were upwards of 27 viewers and almost 200 comments tonight just for this one. And the big dogs, which these guys are also part of the big dog group, are still coming up with the custom race. So, Boomhauer, good luck to you, buddy.
Thank you very much, man. I am going to need it.
Yeah, I sure did. Thanks, man. Did you accept UK?
No, I did not. I'm doing that right now.
I suggest it, yeah.
Nanner Bread on the all-time or on the daily with Cola, Celtics, Coach, Noco, L, Parco, Serenity, Millsy, and Coco. So it looks like everybody's been putting in some practice today. Good job to everybody. Again, congratulations. Thank you, Taddy. Thank you, Boomhauer, for being up here tonight. And again,
There
our
he
in-raiders.
is.
There's the one and
what's up,
only
guys?
guy. I talk to you enough. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'll let these guys do it.
All right.
Man, how did you stretch it, man?
On that second to last run, I kept on going one lap after Patton and all them, so I just kept on doing that, and then the last pit stop, I was right on the dot. But then I had
Wow.
to save. I ended up having to save and hold another lap, and that took forever to save.
See, you just gave it all away, because if somebody said, how'd you do it? I would have just simply said, very carefully.
Well, if they want to go out and try it, they can definitely go try it.
Well, good job tonight, UK. Congratulations. Great job by everybody. A lot of strategy being played. Very good, clean race. And I think we only saw, one caution tonight, even with the stages. So this setup seems to be working out well for everybody, too. That gives everybody, that might have been a lap down, didn't have a car to that they cared for, gave them a chance to get everything back. But UK,
Yeah, man,
congratulations to you, man.
The first stage, you look like to be up there battling with everybody, but the second stage, it looked like your car was just falling off a lot quicker than everybody else. So is that why you did the whole pit strategy in the third stage, knowing that you had to come up with something?
Yeah, my car went to trash on the second stage. I was not having a good time. But then it kept on getting loose off the floor, and then I was like, I'm gonna just change my strategy and hope for the best.
All right, man. Well, you did a hell of a job tonight, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, and thank Noco for letting me have the 4 car, Back Alley Bakery, and
Don't forget your boss and your sponsor.
right.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna hop out of here and get ready for my race tonight.
Yeah, I gotta invite the guys that are supposed to be broadcasting.
Alright
Go
guys,
ahead,
well we're gonna wind this one down. K-Taddy, you got any final words?
No, I mean, that was an exciting race. I'm really interested to see what happens here in the custom setup race.
Thank you guys again. Boomhauer, good luck to you. K-Taddy, for myself, our in-race reporter, Dark Humor, who you didn't get to hear tonight. Everybody be safe. We're going to do a little bit of a mini bye, just because we got the custom guides coming up. We'll see you in 10 to 15 minutes.